What is going on, guys? It's Kevin here with ModMyMods, and it is a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Luckily, it is not as hot as it has been. However, it's still a lovely 30.5 degrees Celsius in this lovely office of mine. But I appreciate you guys being here for the ModMyMods news update. We have some fun things to talk about. One of the games that I featured on the show last year, I think it was, actually finally came out, which is kind of cool. So we will take a look at that. We'll also take a look at some new products that I just saw that came out not too long ago. And actually, before we even start on any of that, because there was a message sent to me not too long ago by our good friends Liquid House over in Vegas there. Actually, I think he's in Nevada, Reno, I think. But he asked a very, very important question about Aqua Computer. And they just came out with a new thing. I don't know if you know about it, but without further ado, why don't we jump right into it so I can tell you what the heck I'm talking about. So this afternoon, actually, I think it was yesterday, they came out with this video, and I wasn't really sure what this video really was, because Aqua Computer isn't exactly great about their social media. Let's be real. I mean, they do great stuff. They make some great products. But hell, I think this is even still a rendered version of the... Oh, no, that actually... Yeah, no, that's a rendered version of the graphics card. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they don't do well when it comes to posting stuff or anything like that, but they don't really have a whole heck of a lot of followers. But this video did catch my eye, and I thought I would share it with you if you hadn't seen this yet. I'm sorry if it's so freaking loud. My apologies. Turn that down just a little. Oh my god, it's still blaring loud. I apologize. So I mean, okay, so that was kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was pretty dope. Okay, I don't need to see it again. No, I'm all set. I understand what it is. Basically, if you didn't know, it's basically a vacuum pump or a vacuum pressure regulator that basically allows the flow of the pump to be controlled directly from this pump. So like if there is a leak and it feels that the pressure isn't there like it should be when you have like a normal loop that isn't leaking, then it will dial everything back, so therefore you're not just spewing water all over the place. Pretty cool. So our good friend Liquid House said, hey man, you think you can give me one of those? And I said, yeah dude, absolutely. You willing to wait? Because, well, Aqua Computer isn't as bad as Watercool, but they're pretty close. In case you ordered and pre-ordered one of the RGB flow sensors from our website, just understand that we just got a notification from Aqua Computer about the completion date of our order, which was supposed to be, I think, the end of June. I think it was supposed to be the end of this month. No, that's been pushed back to the end of August. So I apologize. There's not really a whole heck of a lot that I can do. But if that gives you any sort of idea how long it might take them to get things out, don't expect this leak shield to be available anytime soon. It will be. Eventually. But I'm interested to see, you know, I want to get my hands on one of them because, you know, honestly, what caught my eye is when he started drilling into the holes here. And I'm like, wait a second. You're drilling? Okay, all right, I get it. You know, so what it's showing is that with the leak shield on and it detects that there's added water coming or added air going into the system, it's going to overall slow down the pressure or slow down the flow, which is going to ultimately keep the water inside of the block. Now, mind you, if you just saw that video, Legitsu probably knows this a little bit better than I do. to be perfectly honest with you. The pressure is negative inside the lines. I understand that. There is no pressure because there is no pressure, right? And because it's under a vacuum, it's going to immediately detect that something is wrong. Is that correct? Is that the right way that I'm phrasing it? You guys probably know a heck of a lot better than I do. I don't even know when we're going to get one of these things so I can mess with it. Right, yes. Because it's under vacuum, it pulls air. That makes sense, which would mean that hence why you're getting the spray effect going on when you don't have this. So because it's going to be pulling air into the system, it's going to basically not leak because it's not going to allow the water to come out of the hole. I mean, in theory, it seems like a good idea. I always love the fact that they have their OLED screens. I think that's cool as hell. I think that they can be able to, you know, daisy chain these together to make it work with not only your pump, but your, you know, if you have a an Aqua Stream or something like that. All right, so let's see. I'm reading the chat here just because, again, I need to be educated too because I'm only able to tell you what I see. And to be honest with you, I don't know a whole heck of a lot about it. I understand pressure. I understand vacuum. I'm a turbo Mopar guy, so I get pressure and I get vacuums. I understand that. However, when it comes to having a loop, I always thought that there was pressure inside of the loop. Not a whole hell of a lot, but there's going to be some. Now, this is going to be a vacuum, which is pretty much reversing the process, which ultimately is going right, if I'm reading this correctly. Okay, so Shellback says, as a former boiler checked, that's also used. Let me go back up. Hold on 1 second. That is also, where the hell did it go? There it is. That's also used on reverse osmosis filtration systems. This makes far more sense than a standard pump. Okay. All right. So as long as the vacuum is greater than the outside oh, yeah, right. Okay. So as long as there's the vacuum inside is greater than the outside pressure from the atmosphere, the fluid theoretically should stay inside of the loop. Negative pressure will cause the line to suck air in rather than express the water, which is great because then it doesn't spray all over the place. It'll have a way to auto vent the ingested air. Oh, what? That kind of makes sense too, which is kind of cool. You make a big enough hole and can overcome the pump's ability to keep it under vacuum, it will still leak. Yes, I understand that too. You know, if you, I don't know, shoot it with a shotgun shell, that's obviously going to make a big enough hole that it will leak anyways. It won't necessarily matter. I assume it's probably just some kind of controller that keeps it just below the amount. I would agree. I think that's probably what it is. Like, it's still going to continue and to allow flow, so you're not going to be able to overheat, theoretically, because it'll still keep water going through the system. However, I don't know. I want to see this. I want one in my hands so I can test it, because I'd love to do that exact thing, what they just did right there. Okay, yep, my vacuum thing is on my little reservoir here and it's running through my soft tube, and now I'm going to drill through it and it's going to automatically slow down everything and keep all of the fluid inside. I think that'd be cool. That'd be awesome. Great idea, Aqua Computer. I think it's fantastic. Let me get one. I know that's a tall order to ask for because, well, it's Aqua Computer. So it'll take a long time, but we might actually get one. And if we do get one, what I'll do is I'll actually put it together and we'll do it here live on the stream. That way I can just, well, get an excuse to spray water everywhere and fry everything, right? Right? Okay. All right, so thank you, everybody that's in the chat. Let me go through and just say hello, first of all. Travis, thanks for being here. Blake, as always, thank you, my friend. Mr. Voss, the Foxman himself. Hey, I got to talk to you, by the way. Were you serious about that? Because if we're serious about coming over for that, you better tell me the date. Like I said, you better make the date and the time, and I'll be there. You know that. Don't quit playing games with my heart. You know what I'm saying? So don't tug if you're not ready for the pullback. Okay? Understand? All right. Jeff, thanks for being here. Legit, again, as always. Jason, thank you as well. Maven, thank you as always. And again, I appreciate you guys expressing and educating me because I don't know everything. KT's 2 cents doesn't know all of the things. He knows some. He knows maybe more than others, but not everything. Just like I tell my little one. I don't know everything, but I'm willing to learn. And that's all that anyone asks for. So, again, Aqua Computer over here on Instagram making noise and everybody all upset. So my email blew up and my messenger blew up and everyone wants to know when we're getting them. And the answer is, I don't know. Sorry. As soon as I do know, I'll tell you, though. Fair enough? Help me, help you, help us. Right? Right? Okay. All right, so at the beginning of the show, we were listening to my good friend DJ Tribo, as always, bringing in some... Oh, listen to that piano. Okay. All right there, Neil. I see what you're doing. Now, this is an old mix that he posted, actually, about 6 years ago, and I continue to dive back into some of the stuff that he's created. So if you would, please give him a like, a share, a tweet, a follow. He would appreciate it. So would we. And he is probably one of the best and the nicest fellows I've ever met. He really is. He's very, very cool. And I can't wait to see him again. Hopefully sometime soon. Some of the things that I did find on the internets. Crucial is apparently putting together Legos of their memory, which is kind of cool, to be honest with you. Now, this guy is a little upset because, well, my order took over a month when there was a chip shortage. And seriously? You're upset because it took a month? Are you kidding? People have been waiting for video cards for 6 months, and you're going to be upset about memory? Really? Chip shortage? Upset? Okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, moving on. Another thing that you can do, I don't know if you're a fan of Oris. I'm kind of a fan of Oris. They kind of help us out quite a bit, and we absolutely love some of the things that they are doing. So if you want a free game with an Oris purchase, which who wouldn't want a free game, Outriders actually will come for free for purchasing certain Oris things. What certain Oris things, you might ask? Well, let me tell you what. If you buy this awesome monitor, or this awesome monitor, or this awesome monitor, ooh, that's the one that I want. I want that 43-inch, that bad mother. Or the 48. Man, you can't even get the 48. Don't even lie to me, Oris. It's not even out yet. I don't like when you, again, playing games with my heart. I don't like it. Yeah, buy. Where are you going to buy this? Tell me. You mean I'm going to be able to go to Newegg right now? You're going to give me a link directly there? No, you're not. Hey, let's go one step further because I know what I'm talking about. Oh no. Shucks, it's not available. Where? Don't be putting that crap on your website if it's not available yet, Oris. But I love you guys. So, if you bought one of these monitors, definitely check in because you can get a free copy of the game. You can get one from getting one of these motherboards as well. If you got the B560, the 590, or the X570, or the B550, you know, they will give you a free game. So the promotional period is from the 26th until July 15th. Holy cow. Jesus, you got a whole nother month. That's awesome. So if you... Yeah, available in Taiwan. No, the campaign is actually only available for North America, Latin America, Europe, and the following countries. Wait a second. Wait, isn't that... Isn't that... Okay. Anyways, I guess we don't really need to get into it. But basically, you can redeem yourself a free game if you bought some Oris stuff between April 26th and July 15th. Get yourself a free game. Because why not? Help yourself, Oris says. We got them for you. So I wonder if they'll let me get one. Because, well, we have Oris stuff and we got things from you. So maybe, right? Okay. Anyways, so yeah, that monitor that we were just talking about is not available for at least another 2-3 weeks. I know that. They're going to be releasing it soon. It's the 48-inch, 120 hertz, 4K. Oh my goodness. Which is awesome. Can't wait. But at least they're not doing silly things like MSI. MSI is supposedly re-releasing the GeForce GT 730 because of the GPU shortage. Now, I find this extremely hard to believe. However, it's supposed to be happening. Which, it's not a... I mean, back in the day in 2014, it wasn't a bad card. It was budget friendly. Hell, you could get, if you could get, those were all right. And it came with 2 gigs of RAM, DDR3 GPU memory. I mean, it wasn't terrible for, I don't know, yeah, $42. Not bad. But like, why are we doing this when we can make like a, well, I don't know, like a 9 series, 930 or 950, or hell, hey, let's make like a 1030 again or something. That's not a 7 series. Really, a 7, like I have 780 Ti down the hall. You know what's that's worth? About nothing. I'm not really sure where they're going with this. I mean, considering their factory caught on fire, I thought that was, you know, maybe some foreshadowing. You guys didn't pick up on the bad juju there? No? Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, you know, listen to me, but don't take what I have to say for $1 million, because I don't run MSI, I don't run Horus, I don't run any of those. I do help run mods, but sometimes I do know when karma or that energy just comes up and, you know. And if you're not willing to accept that and just, oh, what happened? Something happened and I don't like it. Well, open your eyes. Connect with your, okay. All right, anyways, this one brought to us from our good friends over at Think Computers. Another thing that I definitely noticed today, which I know I told you guys last week that I was starting to work on the VATSIM stuff. I actually signed up for ground school for my actual PPL, and then I also started doing VATSIM ground school as well. So I thought I would do both at the same time. That way, not only would I be able to learn in the real life how to do all of the things on the ground that I'm supposed to, but I would also be able to translate that into the virtual simulator. Right? Seems like a pretty good idea. But that brought me to Microsoft, because Microsoft, well, always has an update. And not only did they have that, let's hop on over here to ModMyMods. I'll just show you real quick. That ridiculous update that popped up this stupid little thing that told me that it was raining in the bottom right corner. Why? This is the best you can do? Get out of here, Microsoft. It's just as bad as the flight simulator updates. What'd you update? We updated the ground. Okay, why don't you fix the planes that are broken first? But hey, what do I know? Again, I don't run Microsoft. It's not what I do. I do this. Anyways, so Microsoft actually announced that they're going to kill Windows 10 support eventually. They announced that in 2025, Windows 10 support will go no longer. Okay, all right, cool. So you got 4 years to convert. But the problem is what we're converting to is like I don't even know a good analogy for it, okay? It's like, hey, listen, we got a new electric car. All right, cool. How many miles to the gallon does it get? Oh, it gets 180 miles to the gallon. Wow. Gallons of what? Nothing, because it's actually electric. So you get 180 miles to the charge. Okay, cool. Great. What's the top speed? 30. Wait, what? 30? So I can't even take it on the highway? No. And what does it look like? Well, it looks like trash. Oh. So why would I want this? Well, unfortunately, Microsoft did the exact same thing of what I just said, because Windows 11, if you haven't seen what the preview looks like a Macintosh. And if you have any idea how much that makes me upset because Windows 11 looks like a Mac, ooh. There were literal debates when I was in college. We would have, I know this is, yeah, all right. So it's now showing my age. We would have debate night about not only was taper card better for shooting on film, but on top of that, was Windows or was a PC or a Macintosh better? Which one was it? And we would literally have debates. We would go through and like basically pro and con between the difference between PCs and Macs. Now you have this trash. And trash is what it looks like to me. It's, well, first of all, it comes pre-installed with Microsoft Edge. That would, okay, great, I get it. But like, what is this bottom taskbar thing? What is this crap? This isn't the start bar. That's your start bar? This is the start bar? Get this what? No, that's not Windows. Okay, this is the first thing that kind of looks like Windows, and it looks like a flashier, uglier version. Like, oh wow, that window looks almost identical to something that we've already seen before. I agree. I thought it was a Linux shell with a skin. That's what I thought too. So I was kind of upset, and I'm like, all right, well, let me go look and see if this is actually real. And unfortunately, I had to go to Tom Warren, who, if you didn't know, I think he's a VP of The Verge, which sucks. Pretty sure? Yeah, Tom Warren, senior editor at The Verge. Okay, so this is the video that was posted, which I'm not really sure how to feel about this. If that's what it is, legit, I hope to God that's not what Windows looks like. I really hope. I hope not. Please, dear Lord. Please don't. Please don't. I don't know. Anyways, so that was some of the crap that I saw on the internet today. I had to go look because I didn't want to feature Mr. Warren himself because, well, that right there. It's like, oh, you're already discredited because of where you're from. Sorry. Moving on. Windows 11 isn't far enough along to have this demo. If it was, US insiders would have seen signs. I don't disagree with that. And yeah, in the preview releases. I don't disagree with that at all. So this does kind of look fake as hell. There's a lot of misleading things going on here. So I'm going to just close out of this window and move on with life. How does that sound? I think it's a great idea. Let's get rid of that. And yeah, seriously, that's all you could do, Microsoft. Thanks, guys. Really, really great. Speaking of things that are inferior to the PC, oh, well, Xbox Series X will not have a 60 FPS mode for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Imagine that. I can't even get 60 frames a second out of this ridiculous computer over here. And yet you console peasants thought you were going to get 60? Really? In what? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, they are supposedly porting, well, they're not porting it, but they are basically going to put this on the Series X, and unfortunately, it's going to be locked at 30. Sucks to suck, doesn't it? Anyways, Battlefield 2042. Who's excited? I'm kind of excited. This is pre-alpha gameplay. I'm not really sure if I, trust in any of this. DICE has always been wonderful about, also being extremely misleading. However, that does look pretty hot. Oh, I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. What the hell? Oh, he shot a thing. Oh, I mean, that was kind of cool. Wow, that dust cloud? Okay. All right. Dude, what? And that's how the plane... Really? I'm... Yeah. Yeah. I mean... Oh, I can see the storms being super annoying. Everybody run inside, because that's like a super big bottleneck. Really? He's customizing his gun while he's in... Oh my god. I mean, that was cute. Good touch. Wow. Wow, you could just jump off the top of the building? Yeah, alright, that's kind of cool. Whoa, that's kind of neat. Neat. Legit says neat, but probably sends the gameplay straight to hell. I don't necessarily disagree with you on that either, because sometimes they make a Battlefield that's really good, and then other times they make a Battlefield that's just straight trash. I'm hoping it's not that. But I'm kind of on the fence about it. I probably will still get it. I'm not going to pre-order it because I can't do that. I can't do it anymore. I pre-ordered games before, and I've been deeply disappointed. And unfortunately, I can't do it again. I can't playing games with my heart again, okay? You just can't go through it. You can't do it. It's not fun anymore, right? The last game I pre-ordered was Microsoft Flight Simulator. And it was good, but it was terrible at the same time because Microsoft. And I still pre-ordered it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll get it on the day of release and we'll play October 23rd. Oh, snap, dog. That's like 4 months from now. You guys got 4 months to figure your shit out. Get to work. Get to work. Hopefully it's not terrible. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Jason's going to play it for 20 minutes and then probably be done. Jonathan, I'm sure he'll be on my team because, well, he's on my team always. Everybody else, I mean, legit wants it. I know Aqua said he was getting that. Maven says she's getting it. You're going to need a new computer there, lady. Sorry. If it's cross-platform, just... No. No. No, no. Nope. No. I'm all... No. Not gonna happen. What brain... John, I'm gonna carry you. Come on, man. Come on. Help me help you. We help each other, okay? I usually go running in and you're behind me because you know I'm gonna die first. It's fine. It's fine. Help me help you. That's all. That's all. We must stomp the filthy console peasants. Of course. MechWarrior 5 for life. See, you know, Blake, I haven't played MechWarrior 5 yet. And it's mostly because I haven't played a MechWarrior since Mercenaries. And Mercenaries used to play a ton of. So I'm really hoping, because I figured if I did that and I went and, you know, got MechWarrior 5, I probably wouldn't have a life again. I mean, it's bad enough with the whole flight school and ground school and then VATSIM and then everything else that's going on. So, oh yeah, you like my shirt, John? I wore that just for you, buddy. It's a limited edition Brain Tech Society shirt. It even says on the arm. You can't get one of those. I only got one. I mean, Jason might have one, but let's see. Maven said she'd play. There hasn't been one in about 10 years. Quack. I got busy playing with my new amp and guitar and kind of forgot about PC gaming. I understand. I've been in school again, so it's like, oh yeah, right. I gotta write down notes and stuff, and you know. You want to forget, yes. If you can't grapple gun onto a moving jet and surf it, I will be so mad. Oh, no, I totally agree. I think that would be fantastic. Hook me to the bottom of an Osprey as we're coming in. I'm so down. I think that would be great. Intel posted this saying, if you could play only one genre of video games for the rest of your life, what would it be? And it would be PC Building Simulator, because that's the only chips you're going to get. Yeah, that's right. I said it. Intel. You better fix it. I'm a big fan of you. But if you don't get your chips figured out and start working against AMD to figure out some sort of solution to get back on top, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to... Probably going to have to convert. I don't want to do that. But I will, if I have to. So, the other thing that I posted, that EK has an active backplate for their 3090 FE. How active is it? Well, it's active. I'm not really sure, to be perfectly honest with you. They talked about it, I saw it, and now I can't find it again. That's the 3070. I don't care. No, don't care. Yeah, I can't find photos of this thing. I'll have to look. And I'll have to, you know, see if I can find some more information about it. But I think what we'll do, I think now we'll switch gears. Did you get it? Switching gears? Because we're gonna go drifting? Huh? Yeah, right? Everybody? No? Okay, cool. So supposedly this active backplate is actually supposed to cool the backside of the card. However, it's supposed to be unbelievably expensive. Yeah, I heard it's $600 with the backplate? What? Wait. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Legit. I totally I'm trying to get clarification from Jonathan. Maybe he'll send me a link here on Telegram, which, by the way, sent you a message. Didn't reply. All right, fine. I'm not gonna send you nothing then. Whatever. I've seen complaints on the group. Let me research. All right, thanks, Jonathan. Oh, he was on the road. Sorry. Okay. All right, that's acceptable. That's an acceptable excuse. I appreciate it. All right, so let's hop right on over to this lovely thing called Drift 21. You guys remember this thing? Do you remember this game? Because I do. I'll tell you what. Here we are. We're back in the garage again. Do you guys remember this? We actually put together these awesome cars. Actually, we didn't put together this one right here. We put together... I don't remember. One of them. Maybe we were working on the BMW last time. But the BMW was just a 6-cylinder turbo? Right, yeah. 6-cylinder turbo, had a turbocharger stage 3, and there wasn't really a whole heck of a lot you could do with this, right? Like, it was kind of... Oh, I don't know. It just didn't... It wasn't... I don't know. It didn't really do it for me. I mean, you could take the seats out and stuff like that, but now you can do a lot more, as you can see from this lovely beast. This is an inline 6 again, turbo inline 6, but this is a old school 180 SX Nissan, and plays a drift game, doesn't have a racing wheel. I know. Whoa, holy cow. Sorry for the spin. Let me try and get this on. Oh god. Now I'm dropping the controller and the mouse. The mouse is super sensitive. Oh god. All right, I'm so So sorry. Yes, blatantly, this is an RB. Absolutely what it is. Probably an RB25 would be my guess. I don't absolutely know, but that's what it is. All right, so that being said, you can actually buy all sorts of new vehicles. How many new vehicles? Well, there's more like 10. How dope is that? I think it's pretty dope. They didn't exactly expand it a lot, but if you're a BMW fanboy, man, they got them in here for you. They got the E30, the E36, the E46, and the E92, which is the relatively newer BMW M3. Yes, that's right. It was the last version to be built with the coupe body. Yeah, I agree. I agree, legit. I hate BMWs, but you cannot deny the fact that like the E30 and the E36 were probably one of the best track cars that BMW could have ever built. All right, so I mean, hey, listen, it's better than a Mustang, right? Right? I like Mustangs, don't get me wrong, but they are not meant for drifting. I'm sorry. They're meant for going in a straight line. And they go in a straight line really good. They don't do this very good at all. Nope. They slide around and then they spin. Well, everybody knows the Mustang joke, so they spin off into traffic or into people, and that's not very nice. All right, so the RX-7 is a new one that has been added into the mix here, which is pretty dope. Pretty dope. The MX-5 was just a Miata. We have one of these. We had one of these before. It wasn't bad. It was okay. It was all right. We had an RX-8 as well. I just hate the look of this car. I think this, like, how can you go from the RX-7, which looks fabulous, by the way, to the RX-8, which looks like total balls. All right, anyways. So then you have the 180SX, which is one of my favorites. On top of that, you have the Silvia, the S15, which is, you know, standard issue. Okay, yep, sure, right, whatever. 350Z, which is nice. My good friend Dave had one of these that was turbo and was lots of fun. Lots of fun. And then last but not least, you have the standard boxer motor garbage, the BRZ. Which BRZs are cool, but I'd rather have a Toyota 86, even though they're the exact same thing. All right, anyways. So if you go back to the garage here, yeah, boxer motor garbage. Couldn't agree with you more. Like, bleh, get it out. In the garage here, let's see what we got. Let's see. Consider turning down the video settings or a faster encoding preset. Well, I mean, what do you want me to do here? I'm doing the best I can. Like, oh, maybe it's because I'm doing this and you want it like there. Does that make you happier? Yeah, it does. I don't understand why, but whatever. Okay, so I have a BMW M3. There it is. It's quite entertaining to look at. I, as you can tell, started ripping off all the body panels, which is fun. It's kind of blurry when moving fast. Yeah, see, the problem is actually, there we go. That's better. Is that better for you? Because then it's not as fast. I'm walking around, and then hopefully it's not terrible. Once we get out on the track, we'll actually see what it... Ray.exe, stop responding. Thanks, legit. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I went through before you guys got here, and I did mess around with this particular car. And as you can tell, I ripped out everything that's underneath here. I changed it out with a competition, sway bar mounts, and subframe, and rear diff, and. So, you need most of that. You know that, right? Yeah, I do. But we have this magical thing that you can do, and you can say, clean off all the garage. That's, yeah, get it all out of here. So now it's nice and clean. Nice clean shop. And I gained like 7 FPS. Isn't that cool? All right, so let's go and say we're going to open the virtual garage. All right, so we have the Mazda MX-5, which says it's incomplete because reasons. The BMW E46 says that it's upset because, well, it hasn't been dyno tuned, which is kind of interesting. So Let's move it to the virtual garage, which means that it's not here anymore. Let's go to the virtual garage. Let's move it to the dyno. It was already on the dyno. I'm an idiot. Let's car parameters. That's what you got to do. Okay, so now it tells you dyno tuning a BMW just means driving it off a cliff. Yeah, or setting it on fire and yeah, absolutely. So you run the dyno, it goes, wow, you have 900 horsepower. Wow, super cool. And it says that I'm on stage 1, which is entertaining because I thought that I had more than that. As you go through the stages, which is kind of interesting, you have to do all of these different things. So whether it be new shock absorbers or anything like that, you have to do that in order to go to the next stage. All right, Jonathan, take it easy. Appreciate you being here for the time you were. I appreciate it. All right, so we'll go to the virtual garage. Let's grab the Nissan. We're going to go to the drift track, which is this one, Ibisu. I have to continue doing more trophies in order to get farther into the game. However, there weren't this many different tracks when I was playing this the first time. Which is kind of cool because now I'm excited. We got more things to do, and we have, you know, there's new things. I got gold in all of the other solo runs, and then when you try and make a drift car go straight and go fast, it does not work. I mean, you can make it go fast, but it's a drift car. It doesn't really go straight. It's not really meant to go around corners straight or quickly, if that makes sense. So we're on Gymkhana, which you basically have this entire track that you get to go around. You can do the various little spots. And there's little jumps and everything like that. And as you get more points throughout the whole thing, you can advance to the next one. So I figured we would start there and see what happens. Because who knows? Can confirm this versus that. Confirm that drift cars do not drag. Yes. You're absolutely right. They don't at all. I'm going to need to turn down the volume because I know that this is going to blow somebody's eardrums out if I don't. So let's turn it down. And I'm sure that that's still probably kind of loud. All right, let's give that a go and see where we're at. All right. Hopefully that doesn't sound too terrible for you guys. So yeah, this is actually very, very accurate when it comes to throttle, brake, and clutch. It's also very accurate on how much the car slides, which direction it goes, how you oversteer, how you understeer, all of that type of good, happy horseshit. So that being said, woo! Ooh, there is a little bit of a lag spike there. That was pretty terrible. And yet you're playing with a controller. Well, yeah, I don't have the $1 billion Fanatec steering wheel, man. Like, I wish. What, you think I'm made of gold here? I wish. But the problem with me is that I would rather just do it myself. I'd rather go with a friend who does this and enjoys doing this on the weekend. And I would rather do that, to be perfectly honest with you. However, this game is quite entertaining, especially considering they fixed a lot of the issues. Holy shit. And they... Oh, boy. Woo! That was a little too much there. They fixed a lot of the issues, and they also did an incredible job at making the sounds a lot better. It used to be just super droney. It didn't actually sound like a turbo at all in any way, really. Like, it was awful. The backfires weren't right. The braking, the turning, it was all rough. But this is actually surprisingly pretty good. Again, I was very surprised. All right, let's get out the car here so you can see. Ooh, yeah, let's not do that. And yes, it does seem like a little ice skatey, but it's not as bad as you would think. Also, you gotta understand I'm driving a inline 6 RB25 or whatever that's got a stage 2 or stage 3 turbo on it. So in theory, it should be relatively quick. All right, and I clearly can't drive when I'm outside of the car. Like the visual, the car doesn't move around like the car. Yes, I agree, kind of, sorta. I'm more impressed with the way that they actually made it feel when you're driving. Yes, it doesn't necessarily look like perfectly accurate, I guess you could say. However, whoa, donuts. Oh, too close. Too close. Oh, bad. Oh, too close. Again, damn it. Yeah, Gymkhana is kind of hard, to be perfectly honest with you, especially when you don't know how to make it perfect, right? Legit says, it looks like somebody stuck a model of a car on top of a physics object instead of modeling the car to get the right physics, if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. I get you. I do. I get it, you know? I get it. Yeah, let's go to the garage. Now, I'll show you one more different track because I haven't actually driven this track yet, but I thought I would at least share it with you guys so you can see. But again, they did a pretty good job. I was impressed. I was pretty impressed. All right, so let's do that. And what we'll do is we'll just do a free ride. All right. And is low horsepower drifting a thing? Yes, actually. Let's go and grab the Miata. And, oh, I have to verify the car's performance. I forgot. All right, move to the dyno. Yeah, so the whole thought was, instead of having, oh, apparently I don't have a shift knob. Okay. Open. Okay, oh, and apparently don't have seats. Sure, whatever. And I don't have a steering wheel. Sure. And sure, one of those. Okay, fine. Now, what else am I missing? Anything else? Put it in. I don't even care if they don't have the right... Oh, boy. Yeah, apparently this motor wasn't even done yet. So what we'll do is we'll just do it quick, add everything on here. Yes, this is going to be an inline 4-cylinder motor. Actually, while I'm doing it here, I'm not going to do it here. This is silly. Put it on the stand. What? Oh, it's over here. Okay, cool. And then you can add everything in here, which is fine, you know. Nothing that we need. Yes. So this is kind of the entertaining part. Now, if only real car motors would go back together this quickly, man, I would have had my car done a long time ago. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. Sure, whatever, don't care. All right, it's a timing chain. I forgot because it's an RB motor. Yes. that on, put that on. Let's see. Do we want to make it turbo, or do we want to just say inline? Let's just do inline 4. That's fine. Inline 4 would be fine. Is that the... I would imagine that's the upper radiator hose. Thermostat, put that on there. Yeah, put that on there. Yeah, put that on there. Yep, okay. Yep. Luckily, if you didn't know anything about motors, you could still play this game because, well... No, let's not go with that. Let's go with the trumpets. Because you don't have to necessarily know where everything goes. They are more than willing to help you out, to show you where things go, by selecting the what's missing area, which is kind of neat. So throw that on there. I guess we can throw that on there. Sure, I don't care. Don't care. Get it on there. Basic is fine with me. I'm a base bitch. All right, so now we got to do some pistons. Don't care if they're... they're fine. Whatever. Don't care. Yep. And then we put the oil pan on. We go, yeah, wow, oil pan's on. Cool. We spin the motor again, and then last time what I did is I forgot the stupid spark plugs, so make sure you get those, which is annoying. You can press R to find the last item that you used, which is good. Yeah, put that on, and then we have some of those. Doink, 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 doink. Okay, cool, and then there's apparently another cover that goes on top of that. All right, looks good. Now, take this, throw it in the Mazda. Upper radiator hose, okay. I figured that was going to be an issue. Alright, now what is it going? Okay, now it goes in. Cool. Now what are we missing? Okay, we're missing, radiator hose. Give me, and... Sure. Put the gearbox in. Put the radiator hose in there. I'll put that one in over there. And it looks like everything else seems good. I might have to adjust the exhaust, which is fine. So let's move it to the lift. And we'll go and put it up in the air. Doink. Okay. Here's your exhaust pipe. And I apparently have the exhaust system already set up. Cool. Look at that. All right. So if you wanted to go a lot further, you can go through and change all of this out. You can change out the bumper. You can change out any of the parts for the most part. I mean, anything. Whether it be a ugly bumper that you wanted to put on, or different wheels, different... steering racks, all sorts of things, which also might play into the fact of it feeling like a ice skate. So this car, though, in theory, now that we move it to the dyno, could be a little bit fun to drive. This is 255 horsepower in a Miata, mind you. So a Miata is relatively light. And it's got almost 300 foot-pound torque. Well, it's not foot-pound, it's newton meters, but whatever. So why don't we just give it a go? Let's see what happens, right? Single-player progress. Let's see what we got here. We'll take the Mazda Miata. We'll go back to where we were originally, and I'll hit start here and look at some of the messages here. Legit, I am about the momentum of the car in Canadian flick game. I totally understand. I had a Volvo XC30 or XC70. It was great. It was the best thing in the world. He missed out on buying a 4AC. Wow. That's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. I would want one of those too. This is an American version, as you can tell. Hence, we're on the correct side of the vehicle. It sounds kind of rappy, kind of like a Mazda Miata would. So, let's... I mean, it does drift, surprisingly enough. It's actually not terrible to drift either. I'm sure with some tweaks, I could probably make it real nice. Again, we didn't really do a whole heck of a lot to the transmission or anything like that. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Needs more camber and a roll bar. It's gripping. Yeah, absolutely. Which Mazda Miatas are actually relatively known for being pretty good autocross cars. I mean, you can, if you just lower it just a little bit, throw a roll bar in it, I mean, you can really give some people a run for their money. But yeah, I would agree. I think a little bit of more camber. That's not bad. Oh, a little bit too much. Too much gas. Yeah, lower it and put 285s and you can drive it up a wall. Yes, I would agree. Now, theoretically, I should be able to go into the garage and dial this in, like, precisely. Now, you weren't able to do that last time around when I was playing it the first time. But this time, you're supposed to be able to do a whole bunch of things. Where the heck is it? Move car to the left, I guess. Okay. And then go here. And I don't know, open the virtual garage, I guess? I'm not really sure. If you move it to the dyno, then can you tune it more? Car parameter. There we go. Left control is fine tuning. Now we're talking. This was not in the game last time. Now it is. That's awesome. So you can, if you put adjustable brakes on the car, you can actually adjust them. That's pretty dope. You can change the tire pressure in the front and the back, which is cool. You can adjust the drivetrain, which is also very cool. You can change the transmission. You can change the alignment, and you can change the suspension, which is pretty cool. So I didn't actually know that you could do that. So let's open up the 240 or the 180. Sorry, pardon my French. Let's go to the car parameters. Go to here, and now, oh yeah, look at that! Look at that! You can really, and then the drivetrain. You can change the baby. Okay, I was having a tough time because I don't even use first gear. So maybe if you make the gears a little bit longer, that might work. But then you can also go to the alignment and really adjust all the camber for the front and for the rear, the caster, the toe angle, the steering angle. And then if you really want to, you can change the distance. You can change the spring rate, the rebound rate, the fast rebound rate, the bumps, and that's pretty dope. I'm pretty stoked with that. I'm going to have to go through and really start screwing around with this thing. Which the nice part is over here, you can see what you have on here. You know, I have 225, 40, 17 tires on here. Here's what the brake ballast is and all that type of stuff. I think that's pretty dope. Can you do an S14.5 conversion? I don't know, to be perfectly honest with you. I know that you can buy the S14, but I don't know if you can do the 0.5 conversion. I don't know. Or are you talking about putting the S14.5 conversion into the 180? Which one are you speaking of? All right, let's look at why can't I put it in the, I want to put it, oh no, the Sylvia. Yeah, let me put this, buy new car. Yep, sure. As you can see, I have plenty of money, so I'm not really worried about it. Let's see if we can do what legit Sue wants. He's looking for the S15. It is unfortunately not an S14, but it is an S15. So let's grab that. Ew, that's not black. That's not silver either. What the hell kind of... Ugh. Alright, whatever. We'll do yellow and then we'll paint it ourselves. Paint it ourselves. That's silly. You silly? We're just gonna send it, you know? That's what you do. I hate that they use the BRZ as, like, the main the main car. It's kind of Turbo Turd should be the name of that. I agree. So right off the bat, your car will receive basic modifications to the suspension and braking system, which you can improve yourself. Modifications will also reduce the weight of the vehicle and improve safety during competitions, thanks to the roll cage. Fill in the missing parts as you wish. Select the interior of the car, blah, 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 blah. Would you like to do that? No. No. I guess I have to. Wow, good job, guys. You added in stuff that I don't want, like this. Get it out. All right, so what you can do is you can start with the block itself, and if you wanted to, you could put a V8 in here, which I don't know why you'd want to, but you could, I guess. So why not? We're not going to put it in there, though. We're going to put it over here, because no real person builds the motor inside of the car. Come on, really? Let's be real here. We'll do the forged. Yeah, sure. Let's just make this one stupid. That's fine, you know? You can install the crankshaft mounts before you do everything else, because this game makes sense. Whatever. All right. This one, and that one, and this. Oh. I dropped it on the ground. Pick up your freaking pistons when you're done with them. Goodness gracious. All right. Yep, we'll do that. We'll do sure. Yep, put that in there. Don't care. It's an oil filter. No one cares. Put that on there. Yep, and we will name it the Abominator. This is garbage. Yes, absolutely. Anyone that would put a V8 inside of a Sylvia's silly in my mind, but you know, what do I know? All right, let's rotate this thing here. Put the competition clutch in there. Put the yeah, oh yeah, okay, cool. Now we're gonna put in head gaskets that'll probably blow in 2 seconds because we're gonna put frickin' turbos on this thing. Oh, wait. Yeah, oh, that one. Okay. All right, let's put the forged head on. And you have to put the forged whatevers in. All right, and then you got to put on all of these, which are the rockers or the camshaft holders, whatever. I don't know. I usually typically don't work on V8s. I work on 4 cylinders that go kaboom. So this sometimes is new to me. All right, performance plugs. Yeah, jam it right in there. All right, and then over on this side, we're going to give it the turbo exhaust manifold. You're damn right we are. Yeah, and we'll make it red. Sure, why not? Who cares? Sure. Yeah. Okay, we'll put another color on it. We'll make it black. Sure, cool. Wow, great. All right, let's put a dumb charger on here. Yeah. All right, cool. And then we'll, yeah, sure. What? You know what? That sounds great. Let's throw that in there. Yeah, okay. It looks like we have everything except for... No, it looks like we've got everything. Okay. Let's work our way around the front. That's fine. Nope. Give it to me. Oh, it's one piece. That's why. Okay. And that's the radiator hoses that I don't want because, well, reasons. Forged head, forged camshaft, these silly things. Oop. Stop throwing things on the ground, Pedro. Dude, you just threw another 2 on the ground. Those are expensive. Stop. I don't know why his name's Pedro, but that's my character's name. Performance. All right, let's put the... Oh, we'll make them matching. Yeah, let's make it ugly as hell. Cool. Yeah. Put this... Let's make it blue, because that's disgusting. Perfect. Yeah. Turbo exhaust manifold. Sure, let's put twin turbo stupids on here. Yeah. Yep. Okie dokie. Oh, and now we got the intake manifold. performance. All right, so now that's where the alternator goes, which is silly. Green and red, it's the Christmas bell. That's absolutely right. All right, let's go with these stupid looking ones. Cool. I like those. Those look stupid. Oh, blow off. Yeah. I gotta have a blow off valve, of course. How's everybody gonna know we have turbo if there's no blow off valve, right? Right? Oh, wait. That one's better? Okay, fine. All right, do I have everything in here? It looks... Well, it looks good to go, except for the radiators. Hoses. Put it in there. Oh, boy. Man, if only motor swaps went that smoothly. Holy cow. All right, cool. So it looks like we're missing a radiator. Let's give it the big one. And we're missing a giant intercooler. And all of the intercooler piping. Yeah, there's that one. There's that one. And we'll put the other radiator hoses in now. All right. Oh, it's going to need some strut tower bracing because enough torque to jumpstart a planet. I would hope. Get me in there. And we'll give it the awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool. Now, let's put a seat in there so it doesn't get all upset that we don't have a seat. Let's make it ugly, like super ugly. Let's go with like blue seats, not matching seats though. Like one's blue and one's, I don't know, yellow. Perfect. And they're not, oh, they are the same. No, that's too good for this car. We can't have them the same. Let's make it super hideous. Yeah, perfect. Universal, whatever's perfect. Let's go with this ugly ass. You would never be drifting with that type of thing. Sure. Yeah, bright blue. Perfect. Let's put it in there. This thing, it's yellow. That's ugly. Perfect. And then you get the... Yeah, and then you can put in the East U Master guy. Isn't that cool? Wow! And then you can take this and put it on... Yeah, move to the lift. Okay, now that's on the lift. You can go underneath it and you go, wow, look at all these things that are under here that have to go in too. Yeah, wow, mufflers and exhaust pipes and, oh, wow. The one thing I don't necessarily like is that you can't force, like, certain inline fours, like on the Sylvia, the 180 that I have already set up, you can't make it a single exhaust. You have to make it dual, which is kind of stupid, but that's me. Yeah, so it looks like this is all good to go. I'm going to run it on straight stock tires, who cares, and with a stock subframe, and yeah, all of it's going to be stock. So we're going to send it, because who knows? So there it is. Let's move to the dyno, and then parameters, and we'll do run the dyno. Sure. Yeah, 1,100 horsepower and 1,200 newton meters worth of torque, right? That's NM, newton meters. I think that's right. Cool. All right, well, let's send it. See what it says. See what it does. Besides not handle worth a damn. Because I'm sure it won't. It'll probably handle like total trash. But we got to try, right? We got to try. What do we got here? We got messages and stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check that later. Oh, what is this? This thing sounds kind of... Let's go outside. Is that what a V8 sounds like? Twin turbo? I don't think it does. I've heard a few V8s, and I've heard of a few twin turbo V8s. It doesn't sound like that. All right, so you guys screwed up on the V8. Sounds terrible, but I mean, it is instant braking of the tires, which is cool. Uncontrollable, of course, because, well, you know, 18 billion horsepower. Whee! Yeah, no, this is, without having all of the other modifications to especially in the steering and in the suspension and everything like that. This thing is rough. All right, let's get out of the car here. I don't like necessarily that camera view though, because it's like, I don't know, that's kind of weird, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, that was 5th gear I was starting in, no problem. Yeah, so again, you can do a lot of different things. You could do a lot of different cars. You could build a lot of different motors, which is kind of fun. And you can kind of drive it for whatever way you want to. I would honestly start off slow, because that's what my thought process was when learning how to play this game. You have to adjust. If you're going to play a controller, you have to adjust the dead zone settings and everything like that. And you really need to kind of play around and screw around with this, because not everything's going to work. And just because you have all of this shit done with the sport subframe and the tension link type 2s and the control arms and all that crap, if you have the wrong tires or the wrong settings when it comes to like your width, or if your tires aren't wide enough in the back, or you're not making enough not putting enough down with your differential translated through the axles in the back here, it can just be awful. So but that is it. Again, I wanted to show you guys this because I am very impressed with how far they've come. This was just recently released. I bought this one, I think it was like $5 pre-release, which is pretty cool. But now you can do sandbox, and you can quick race with multiplayer, which it's not really racing, it's more drifting. You can do, you know, career and start working on unlocking everything and stuff like that. But for the most part, I think they did a pretty good job. And I thought I would share it with you because, well, I like cars. And some of our followers, I'm sure, like cars too. I know Legitsu does. I'm sure Blake does. And I know Dave does. So... but that is pretty much it for the show today. I hope you guys had a little bit of fun. Hopefully we got to joke and laugh and cry together, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. But until then, have yourself a wonderful rest of the week. Stay safe out there, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Take care.